KOCT, its board of directors, staff, and the City of Oceanside do not support nor promote any candidates. We provide the following program as a public service for voters. All candidates have been invited to participate in this program, but not all were able to or chose to do so.
Hello, my name is Susan Custer, and I'm running for Oceanside City Council District 1. My husband John and I have called District 1 our home for 36 years. We raised our two sons, Eric and Alan, here. I'm a full-time realtor specializing in real estate sales and transactions. I attribute my success to having a strong work ethic and paying strict attention to detail, and building relationships with my clients based on trust. My calm and rational personality are important traits when working with people to achieve their goals. I'm a member of the Kiwanis Club of Oceanside, serving as the president for 3 terms, and was on the Marina Towers board for 1 year. After recovering from breast cancer over 8 years ago, I became a regular participant in the Oceanside Relay for Life. The proceeds are donated to the American Cancer Society. I was very involved with the Christmas in July at the Old Mission Montessori School, the fundraiser which helped to provide tuition to the Old Mission Montessori School students. Increasing the quality of life in District 1 is a priority for me, and it begins with listening and understanding your concerns. Supporting public safety is a priority. Increasing communication between the community and our first responders is critical. Residents should feel safe both inside and outside their homes. Our improved downtown and beach area attract a high number of residents and tourists. The safety is essential if we're to continue to increase revenue and enjoy the success we've had so far. Increasing employment and providing housing go hand in hand. New businesses are looking to locate here, and they're looking at the housing and also the quality of our schools. Forming a relationship with and working with Oceanside Unified School District is essential to attracting new businesses. In District 1, we have 90 acres at the drive-in movie theater that could partly be used for housing. I'll work to improve the permit processing time and fee structure, which would help to reduce the cost of new homes. I support our tourist industry and local businesses, which provide needed revenue for road and infrastructure improvements. I support a review of ordinance for short-term vacation rentals properties. While most are professionally managed, we need a solution for those that aren't. I support veteran, senior, and youth programs. I support the Veterans Association of North County, located on Mission Avenue, which provides services to our veteran population. I support the addition of the Aquatic Center at El Corazon. The faculty will provide programs and benefits to residents of all ages. I support finding a long-term solution to the dredging of the harbor, which provides sand for our beaches. Accumulation of sand in the harbor creates a safety issue and cost businesses money. Our usually sandy beaches are the best in North County and an asset to our city. They must be maintained. I believe I can safely say our residents and tourists would agree. Oceanside's a beautiful city filled with opportunities for our children and grandchildren. I will bring a positive team-building spirit to the City Council. I'm Susan Custer, number 1 on your ballot, and I'm asking you for your vote on November 6th. Thank you. Please vote for me.
Hi, District 1 voters. I am your council member, neighbor, and friend, Esther Sanchez, and I ask you to vote for my re-election to Oceanside City Council, District 1. I love Oceanside. My family has lived in District 1 since the 30s. Through their hard work, they were able to build their own home. And because of them, I was able to pursue something they wanted so much for their children, an education. So, with a background in urban planning and the law, I decided to give back to my community. I pledge to be your voice and to work diligently and passionately for a better quality of life for you and all Oceanside residents. Public safety was our highest concern. Through community policing, competitive salaries, increased staffing, the opening of 2 new fire stations, and a proactive youth initiative, we have the shortest response times and lowest crime rates in 35 years. I brought forward a proposal for a second senior center that would meet the critical needs of our senior residents. El Corazon Senior Center opened spring of 2009. I have worked to increase recreational opportunities and new parks for our seniors and families, such as Cesar Chavez Park, Mance Buchanan Park, Lucenio Park, lights and improvements at Joe Balderrama and Buddy Todd Parks, 22 soccer fields at El Corazon, expansions and improvements at Oceanside Museum of Art and California Surf Museum, a cultural district designation, a veterans center, youth opportunities and after-school programs, and together we saved the GOAT. I am committed to building an aquatic center at El Corazon and partnering with Oceanside Unified and MiraCosta for the best education for our youth and our future. My leadership has produced 1,174 affordable housing units, including 492 in District 1. I pledge to meet the needs of Oceanside families for more affordable housing, and I am the only candidate who can make that happen. My leadership has also created millions of dollars in additional revenue over the years. We've gone from $1.6 million to $7.4 million a year in TOT hotel taxes. Sales tax has grown from $13.4 to $22.9 million a year, and property tax revenues from $16.2 to $62.7 million a year. And my leadership created over $24 million in additional revenue through municipal contracts. I am committed to preserving our farmlands through agritourism, such as wineries and coffee tasting rooms, instead of losing our farmlands forever to high-density residential that would require extremely expensive infrastructure, tripling fees to existing Oceanside ratepayers, especially our water bills, making it difficult to financially support our own police and fire departments. That's why I support Proposition Y, the SOAR initiative. We've had our challenges. While our crime rate has decreased, we have seen a spike in crime due to homeless issues, severely impacting our residents in District 1. I am working to address these issues, and I pledge to you that I will find solutions. We must export our very successful HOT team to neighboring cities and have each city contribute to a regional plan. I am the only candidate who has effectively led us out of high crime rates and economic stagnation. I am the only candidate who will make us safer again. I've been endorsed by Action, Citizens for the Preservation of Parks and Beaches, Friends of Loma Alta Creek, Gizmal, Omaha, Sierra Club, and business and neighborhood leaders. I will continue to work with you to preserve our neighborhoods and the environment and create economic development and a green economy through responsible growth for our youth and our future. I will fight to ensure we build affordable housing and necessary infrastructure, create livable wage jobs, address traffic issues, and resolve our homeless issues. As to cannabis, I support medicinal cannabis and our farmers, especially our small farmers who need to diversify the revenue streams to keep on farming. That is why I voted in support of cultivation, manufacturing, distribution, and deliveries. However, we need sensible regulations and a tax initiative on the ballot to ensure safe access to medicinal dispensaries, and unfortunately that has not taken place. Therefore, I also commit towards placing an initiative on the ballot in the next general election to allow the voters to pass a tax that will pay for impacts to public safety and our communities. I've had the honor of receiving the most votes in every election because of your trust in me and the very hard work I do for you every day. You know me. As part of a 5-generation Oceanside family, I am no fly-by-night. I am your voice on the council. I am a leader you can rely on. I am a leader you can trust. From the harbor and the pier to Oceana, and from Camp Pendleton, Capistrano, and the airport neighborhoods to Loma Alta and Oceanside Boulevard, you can count on my leadership. Please vote yes for me, Esther Sanchez, for Oceanside City Council, District 1. Thank you. For more info, please check out yesforesther.com.
My name is Barbara Hamilton, and I'm running for Carlsbad City Council District 1 because I've enjoyed living in Carlsbad for the past 17 years, raising my family, working, and being involved in the community. It's a great city with many special qualities. But over the past few years, we've seen a change in how our local government has been implementing what we believed was the Carlsbad community vision. In District 1, we're concerned about maintaining the unique qualities that we value in our community. And we're disillusioned with the with the responsiveness of City Council to the stated concerns of our fellow citizens. I bring a diverse set of skills and experiences to this role. I served in the U.S. Army as a Russian linguist behind the Iron Curtain. I've worked with for-profit, nonprofit, and government organizations. I've served on national committees and chaired local and countywide committees. I've owned and operated small businesses and worked in the fields of art, education, environmental sustainability, and health. I've developed interpersonal skills that help me to facilitate, collaborate, and motivate others. With a Master of Applied Science in Environmental Policy and Management, I understand the importance of developing and implementing informed policy and procedure. As a business professional, I understand the importance of fiscal responsibility and planning. I'm uniquely qualified for this role. I served for 3 years on EC3, the Envision Carlsbad Citizens Committee, to inform the new general plan. And I spent the past year and a half successfully leading a group of 200 residents in opposition to an inappropriate infill development in my community. It was my own neighbors and community members who asked me to run for City Council. I'm ready to serve, to listen, and to amplify the voices in my community. My name is Barbara Hamilton. I'm running for Carlsbad City Council District 1, and I would welcome your support. Thank you.
My name is William Bill Fisher. I'm running for re-election to the MiraCosta Board, Trustee Area 7 in Oceanside. I'm the experienced candidate in this race. I served as board president at a time when MiraCosta's reputation was seriously impaired, working successfully with other board members to restore the college's credibility and good faith with the North County community. We've never looked back. Please vote for me on November 6th or check off my name, William Fisher, on your mail-in ballot when it arrives in early October. A little background. After serving in the Navy as an explosive ordnance disposal officer, my career in higher education, as I look back on it, has been one terrific prep session for becoming a MiraCosta trustee. I did my graduate work at UC Berkeley, supporting myself and my young family as a jazz musician in San Francisco. Then I taught American literature at a large public university for 33 years. I was also a vice provost for 5 years. So in addition to a long teaching career, I'm a seasoned education manager, familiar with budgets, financing, and personnel challenges. I'm well prepared to serve the entire MiraCosta community, students, faculty, and staff, along with the Oceanside voters who elected me. MiraCosta has an outstanding reputation in the 115 campus community college system. Its students successfully compete for national scholarships, transfer at a high rate to four-year colleges, and are well prepared to find rewarding employment in San Diego's high-demand, high-tech job markets. The college also has nationally acclaimed programs in theater and music. MiraCosta's main product is a successful educational outcome. Students earning certificates and degrees for immediate employment or for transferring to four-year colleges and universities. I press for board policies that require smart investments in exceptional teaching faculty and support staff. These are the investments that guarantee the high quality of our education product. It's the key to helping students achieve the kind of academic success that leads to job opportunities, especially for first-time and first-generation college students, and for those who come from financial hardship, as so many do. This investment makes up about 80% of MiraCosta's annual budget, so it must be managed prudently. Thanks to board leadership, MiraCosta's position has never been stronger. The college has a AAA financial rating, a 20% plus rainy day fund, and a $400 million capital investment initiative to modernize and build out the campus. Among MiraCosta's outstanding accomplishments, we were recently approved as one of 15 select community colleges to offer a four-year degree program. Ours is in biomanufacturing, a program carefully designed to match the needs of an important employment opportunity in San Diego's growing technology sector. Again, we were able to seize the moment because we had long invested in high-caliber faculty who could develop and teach this cutting-edge curriculum. All 19 students in the program have already been offered jobs when they graduate next year. Here's the crux of my commitment to MiraCosta. opening up academic pathways that lead to career success for all students, no matter their economic status, no matter their social circumstances, no matter their life situations and challenges. This is important to the college and to the Board of Trustees, whose goal is to serve the principles of equity and diversity and thereby thrive, advancing every student to successful academic completion and employment. MiraCosta can do this because of our focused investment in the human resources that make it possible. Military personnel and their dependents make up close to 10% of MiraCosta's student body. As a veteran, I strongly support the establishment and have supported the expansion of our Veterans Center. Its dedicated staff is uniquely qualified to help military families meet the challenges they face when returning to school. I pledge to always be there for them. There is much at stake looking to the future. I am determined that MiraCosta be managed and led in a way that continues us on our successful path forward, in a way that serves the greater good of Oceanside and our neighboring communities. My name is William Fisher. I am running for re-election to the MiraCosta Board, Trustee Area 7 in Oceanside, because I really believe in MiraCosta. Thanks for hearing me out.
Hello, my name is Jim Birla. I've been a resident of Oceanside since 2005, and I'm running for the Tri-City Healthcare District Board of Directors. I hold an MBA in Healthcare Management. I'm a California Certified Hospital Inspector, and I'm a Healthcare Compliance Specialist. In April, I had to visit the emergency department of Tri-City with acute appendicitis. During this visit, I spent approximately 12 hours on the floor of the emergency department. I never received any pain medication, was never brought to a bed, never saw a doctor. I was in so much pain that I could not sit up, I could not stand up, so I ended up laying on the floor of the emergency department waiting room. I was in the corner. After a period of time, I had a nurse come over and a security guard, and both of them tell me to get off the floor. It was not safe. I told them I needed help. I needed a lot of help. And they said, you have to get off the floor. They wouldn't stop telling me to get off the floor until I crawled to a chair and put my head on the chair. Then that was good enough, and they left me alone. But I still received no help. Typically, when you go to an emergency department, you should be in a bed within 30 to 45 minutes. I went to Scripps Encinitas after this, and they took out my appendix. I was in a bed within 5 minutes at Scripps Encinitas. This is a far stretch from the 12 hours that I spent laying on the floor at Tri-City Medical Center. During my time in the emergency department at Tri-City Medical Center, I saw the elderly there. I saw the infants there, the toddlers. I have 2 young boys that are 2 years old, and I have my parents and in-laws who are elderly. I could not see them going to Tri-City Medical Center for any sort of service if they were to receive that. The toddlers were actually turned away because they didn't have the staff to take care of them. And a lot of the patients that were in the emergency department were there just as long as I was, if not longer. Tri-City's leapfrog quality scores used to be an A. They used to be the highest. Now they're down to a C. And in fact, we have one of the lowest measures in the United States. We have set the bottom of the bar. Our CMS scores for Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services are the lowest in the county. And according to U.S. News and World Report, when it comes to heart, cancer, hip or knee replacement, as compared to Palomar or Scripps Encinitas, they are average to high performing. Tri-City is average to below average. So we have a lot of work to do. I promise to bring fiscal stability and responsibility by implementing process controls and efficiencies and performing a forensic audit to find out where all the money has gone. We can optimize operations as well. Currently, more than 50% of the people in Carlsbad, Oceanside, and Vista go to other hospitals rather than Tri-City. 4 years ago, the emergency department visits were 70,000 patients a year. 2 weeks ago, the CEO told us that they were down to 60,000. There's a lot of work to do. I will reinstate joint ventures with the Vista Community Clinic and UCSD and any other local organization that will be a benefit to our community. I will perform a facility master plan, include the community, doctors, nurses, and support staff in all the strategic planning versus what we have now, which is just a plan to build a tower that is too big and too expensive. I will reopen the Behavioral Health Center that the board is closing on October 2nd. As the Behavioral Health Center, patients will now go to the emergency department and make the emergency department wait times even longer. I will stop the outrageous attorney fees and lawsuits, and will open the campus medical office building, which has not been open for 5 years since litigation. Litigation which was initiated by Tri-City. This has incurred a cost of $5 million or more annually. I'm committed to serve with integrity and accountability. I appreciate your support, and thank you for your vote. Semper Fi.
Hi, I'm Tracy Younger. I am a candidate seeking to serve as a member of the Tri-City Healthcare Board for District 6. My family and I have lived in Carlsbad for 14 years. As a hospital executive with 22 years of experience, I'm well versed in hospital operations and management. And for 8 years, I worked at Tri-City Healthcare as the Director of Outpatient Services. While at Tri-City, I was able to rely upon my experience in business development, strategy, leadership to open and promote profitable service lines, contributing millions of dollars in revenue to the hospital. My success was in part due to fostering a collaborative approach to developing profitable programs, seeking to create a win-win for all stakeholders. As a longtime resident, I, along with my neighbors, have relied upon Tri-City Medical Center to be our family's local lifeline. Let's start reforming Tri-City to its highest potential. I will create a fresh approach to restoring Tri-City's goal to be a regional leader and destination for healthcare. I have been shocked at the recent decline of the hospital's reputation and revenues leading to the loss of vital services, like the recent closure of the behavioral health unit. The current hospital administration lacks the vision to bring our essential local health system into the future. It doesn't make sense that a health system in our largely affluent community is losing money. Sometimes small changes in culture that don't cost a lot can make a big difference for a hospital. Do you know there's a hospital that trained their staff and doctors to smile at everyone as they were walking through the hallways? And because of that, patients' perception of care skyrocketed, and doctors reported they were the happiest they have been in a decade. There are simple changes we can implement immediately. When I worked at Tri-City, I envisioned that Tri-City would be the preferred hospital for local residents and would offer services that would attract healthcare consumers from outside the district. Tri-City Hospital should be a desired destination for care, a magnet for both local and regional consumers seeking healthcare and wellness. Instead, in recent years, the hospital has acquired a diminished profile and an undeserved declining reputation. After all, the care at Tri-City is second to none, but the politics of the administration and the board, along with poor relations with the clinical staff and employees, have broken the system. Wasted dollars have caused a decline in Tri-City's reputation. The empty on-campus medical office building, mired in lawsuits, costing millions in legal fees, while generating absolutely no revenue, has ultimately incurred an annual $5 million drain on the system. The decision to spend millions to build a parking garage for an emergency department and not use that money to purchase updated medical equipment to enhance efficiencies in patient care has put a damper on the hospital. I am running for the Tri-City Board and hope to help reverse this alarming downturn. I will be your catalyst for change. No promises, only results. We must revitalize the hospital instead of closing services. When I am elected to serve on the board, I will strive to keep Tri-City Hospital open, create a hospital that is a recognized destination for care, reopen the behavioral health unit, push for financial accountability of executives and board members, promote transparency with staff and community members, create a collaborative working culture and involve the community, be patient-focused, enhance patient-focused experience and safety through positive employee engagement, Stop the lawsuits and focus instead on building services. Let's spend where it makes the most difference by purchasing updated medical equipment before building a parking garage. I firmly believe I can make a difference and help our local hospital thrive. On November 6th, please vote Tracy Younger for Tri-City Healthcare Board, District 6. I am proud to be endorsed by the California Nurses Association and the Service Employees International Union Healthcare Workers. And please visit my Facebook page at Tracy Younger for Tri-City Board member. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you.
KOCT, its board of directors, staff, and the City of Oceanside do not support nor promote any candidates. We provide the following program as a public service for voters. All candidates have been invited to participate in this program, but not all were able to or chose to do so.